Dear Ukrainians, today our delegation returned from Geneva after negotiations with the American side and European partners. And now a list of necessary steps for the end of the war can be useful. As of now, after Geneva, there are fewer points, no longer 28, and a lot of the right things are taken into account in this framework. There is still a lot to work on altogether. It is very difficult. To make the final document, everything must be done with dignity. And we appreciate that the majority of the world is ready to help us, and the American side is set up constructively. In fact, there were meetings all day yesterday. It was not an easy but extremely detailed work. Today, all day coordination with our partners in Europe. I spoke today with the presidents of Finland and Lithuania, with the president of the European Council, as well as with the prime ministers of Norway and Spain. I thank everyone for the clear and sincere support for all the information that helps us. Ukraine is not alone, and this is important. Our team has already reported on a new draft of steps today, and this is really the right approach. I will discuss these sensitive things with President Trump. Ukraine will never be an obstacle to peace. This is our principle, a common principle, and millions of Ukrainians account for and deserve a decent peace. We will do everything for this. We are ready to work as fast as possible, and we also understand how many interests there are around Ukraine. And above all, there is an interest from Russia to take this chance. In order to continue the war, we see what interests are intertwined, and who is trying to weaken our position, the position of Ukraine, throws disinformation, intimidates our people. We counteract each such attempt to end the war. It is important for us to work constructively with partners. We care about the interests of Ukraine and protect Ukrainians. This is our key framework of the talks. I thank everyone who is with Ukraine and does everything to make Ukraine succeed. We must also be aware that there is an increasing pressure on us, on Ukraine, on our people. These days, weeks, it is worth paying close attention to airstrikes, to all such threats of strikes. We understand exactly who we are dealing with, and all the orders of the Air Force and all other components of the defense and security forces of Ukraine are. We will react, and it would be fair for all our partners, and above all for the American side, to consider the threat seen by their intelligence. And if there are talks, if there is a constructive, if we really end the war, then there must be no missiles, there must be no massive strikes on Ukraine, on our people. It is real to do this to those who are really strong in the world. It depends a lot on America. Russia started this war. Russia must end this war, and we provide the necessary conditions for dialogue with our partners. Today I took part in the summit of the Crimean Platform. This is a special format. Parliamentary dimension of the Crimean Platform. The summit took place in Sweden. There were more than 70 delegations of parliaments and international organizations there. The representation is strong, very demonstrative. Countries remain on the side of Ukraine. The hearts of people remain on the side of Ukraine. The policy of most of our partners is based on the fact that people support us, support the courage of Ukrainians, and justice for people and the state. It is important that the path to peace is just such, and the main thing is to be strong, to be united, to be effective, so that Ukraine can achieve peace, worthy peace. Thank you. Thank every Ukrainian for their support. I am proud of our people. Glory to Ukraine.